Hey Kitaholic Kits fans and my Scrap and Ames fans, how are we all? So I'm up with, this is my first February project and I'm doing a 12 by 12 double photo layout for you. I have to say these kits were a bit wow, very bright, very bam in your face, but I do love them now. I've started working with them. I only did this layout last night, so literally not even maybe 12 hours ago. I was up late night scrapbooking. If any of you joined me for my Saturday night live scrappy session, I'm literally doing this voiceover the day after that. So I am. Yeah, but now I've kind of fallen in love with this kit after doing this. The big embellishments, the bright colours, everything with it. I have kind of, I was not sure of it at first. But anyway, I'll be keen to see what your thoughts are on the kit. So let me know in the comments or over in the subscriber group what we're thinking. So as I said, doing a double photo layout, and I printed these photos off for the live scrap session I had last night, but I didn't get to using them, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to use them now, even though I kind of broke my rule of not printing any more new photos until I'd finished all of them. But I just couldn't find any photos in my photo box that really suited my kind of feels towards this kit, if that makes sense. So I went with this. So these two photos are of my daughter from last week, where she started her first day of year one, which was actually a little bit later than everyone else because she was actually crook for most of the week. So I've just trimmed my photos down a little bit, just cutting off some of that sort of negative space around the photo. Even though I'd edited a bit out, I still wanted a little bit more cut. So then I was deciding what I was going to do, and I've positioned the photos so that the main photo you can see at the top there is sort of going to be in the middle because that's really close up, and then the other one with her standing up is just down the bottom there a little bit away. Now I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to paint on the background, or I was going to do some layering or some paint of paper strips. I'd been playing with that. If any of you had tuned into the live session I did last night, I guess, when I do this voiceover, which will be whatever day it was when I do this. I'd been a bit mixed media-y and a bit funky with the paper layering, with doing strips and whatever here there, so I wasn't sure what I was going to do. Anyway, I ended up going with the traditional paper layers, doing some paper matting behind my photos, and I used this really funky kind of cactusy looking desert one. So I like the greens and the pinks in it, and I have to say for this was a bit odd for me when I stepped back for a minute and looked at the layout. None of the colours, well, majority of the colours that stand out in this layout are actually not in the photo. So usually my rule of scrapping has always been to go with the colours of the layout and the theme. That was always how I sort of started to scrap, and whether or not that was just because I was new to it and my creativity was very novice or whatnot, I don't know. But I did notice yesterday that when I was scrapping, I wasn't scrapping according to just colour of the photo. So this has got like reds and oranges and pink and those sorts of things. There's none of that in this photo. If you have a look, her uniform is green and a little bit blue, I think, and white, and there's green in the background of the photo where she's sitting on the bricks in the garden and things. And maybe you could go with the bricks for the orange tones and the red maybe if you wanted to, but that's it. So there's no real bright colours. So I was kind of pleased with myself that I've kind of managed to put this layout together when you see it at the end, and I really like it actually. It's bright, it's fun, it's funky, it'll look really good in her album. It looks very fitting for a child's album. So that's what I do. That's what I did with this one, so I was really happy with it. So as you'll see, what you would have seen me just do is I ripped the strip at the bottom of the top photo and then what it would be at the top of the bottom photo, just to give a bit of a different look to the paper layer, just to make it look a bit different instead of that straight edged look. I just wanted something different really. It just yeah. And then I decided it needed something else just to really make the photo go pop off the background. Again, I contemplated putting some paint around the edges and then changed my mind. I thought, nah, I need to move on from the mixed media. This was just not going to happen. So I put a nice bright pink border paper mat behind it as well, as you can see. So it really gave that extra border, that different colour to really pop the photos up a bit more. Now I'm just going to play around with the ephemera. Now, if you have this kit, you will see that the ephemera that we got, so it's a Dear Lizzie, I think it's New Day collection. They are huge. Like, I don't think I've ever worked with ephemera, die cut pieces this freaking huge. They are massive. I was like, oh my God, when I unpacked them, I was like, how am I going to use these? But I managed to. Now, for me, you could use them a lot for layering, which was what first came to my mind when I first saw them. I was like, oh my God. I was just really, oh my gosh. But then, like this one, I can layer in behind these two photos. And I think they will work well if you've got multi-photo layouts, because they will layer well in between photos and whatnot. And I have to say, actually, my second layout for this month, which I've already done, you'll see obviously next week is the same. So you'll see it's actually multi-photo. It's actually 4 photos on it, and you'll see how I use those pieces in a somewhat different way, as I said, in that layering and tucked in around pieces. So you can see how you can use those bigger pieces to your advantage as well. So, it does work. And for someone like me who was a bit like, I seriously looked at them and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to use this kit. I was a bit unsure of how I was going to use all of these, because I was like, I can't layer all of these, they're lovely, but I was like, how the hell am I going to use all of these? But I did, and I was really happy with it. So yeah, as you can see, I started to just pop these pieces down on the page, and really they don't necessarily have a strict theme to what's going on. Yeah, you could mix and match that Good Vibes pieces to the bits in the background, to the greenery in the behind her. Good vibes only. I thought, well, good vibes going back to school, be positive, yay, we're getting back into it. So yeah, and then I saw this giraffe, and with its glasses, it just immediately I went bookworm. I just thought, oh my God, that looks so cute. So I had to put that on there because she loves her books and she loves reading, and that was her. I popped the little bag down the bottom, just like, as I said, I was tying it in that way. School bag off to school, just balances out the wood veneer love you at the top, in the top left corner there. And then I built a little cluster, as you can see, sort of in that corner there with the little camera cut printable that we get. Again, if you've seen the kits, oh my God, the printables, the exclusive Kitaholic printables this month, die cuts that we get this month, holy macaroni. There were heaps of them. So I've actually sorted them into my tray, and I do apologize, I didn't get an unboxing up this month. I just didn't get time to do it, but you would have seen on everyone else's potentially. But my tray, I've actually got 3 separate little pockets in my blue little dish that I have of like the label ones, like icons. Oh, there it is there. And then there's another section that has the phrase ones. Like there's little words and there's phrases, and like you can see here at the top of my screen, you can see life happening, real life. There's all. Look at those die cuts. Oh my God, look how huge they are. They are really cute though. But yeah, this is my tray that I'm talking about. It's chockers. So yeah, there's plenty there. It was just amazing how much was there. I was like, oh my God, how am I going to kill this kit this month? I'm pretty certain that was, I think Steph's like got challenge on, girls challenge on, to kill this kit with all the stuff that we've got in it. But yeah, so anyway, so now I'm just going through with some of those die cuts, exclusive die cuts, and just popping some of those phrases in and around just to build some of my little clusters up. You can see here, I've popped my title on using some of those, the Alphas stickers we got in the main kit, as well as in the embellishment kit, the thickers that we got, and it just says year 1, and then I've used the phrase smile, and then I've just added some little bits around it too. I didn't mind mixing and matching. I just thought that made the title look a little bit more, just a bit different, made it stand out a little bit more. And I didn't want to use First Day at School again, because I think I've got another layout from her, literally her first day at school last year. So, and it's so generic. So I was like, and that's as creative as I got with the title for, 11:30 at night. I had a big scrap session. So I had the live stream I did from like 7 till 9, and then I had a bit of a break, and then I went back and I didn't have a break in that. I sat on the lounge and I ordered some cut files. I ordered some Jane Davenport goodies and things like that. So I did some scrappy stuff while I had a bit of dessert, and then I went back to my desk, and then I scrapped again from about, I don't know, it was probably about 10:30 or so. I jumped in the shower and then I come back out, and then I didn't go to bed until 1 o'clock. And I probably would have kept scrapping had I not had to get up an adult with 3 children today. We were taking them out for the day with a bit of a family fun day. So I was like, yep. But anyway, back to the layout. So I've built some of my clusters with some bits and pieces there. Now I'm adding some of these beautiful, shiny Chamel Head in the Clouds enamel pieces. Just spreading them around the page, spreading the love. Ordering me some more of these. Thank you, Steph. And then I'm nearly finished, I think. I love these. I'm using them reluctantly. I did use them on both the 2 layouts I did for this for Kitaholics last night, and I'm using them reluctantly because I just don't want them to run out. So I'm going to just order some more, I think. And now I'm just using my new pen, which I love, just to do a doodly border to finish it all up. I just figured it needed something to just bring it all in. It looked a bit floaty to me. And then I think my layout is completed. So I'll have some close-ups for you, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week with my next layout for the month. See you soon. Bye.